All right. Good morning, everybody. Of course, it's Coach Ben here once again with another interview with another fantastic, lovely person all the way from Norway. Her name is Tone, and she's been in the arena for some time. I believe she was telling me 4.5 years. She's also built a multi-million-dollar company, if you could believe that, from the scratch of the bottom zero. And she's also struggled with some health problems and overcame those, and she has never looked back from her home in Norway. Here we go, Tony. Take it away and tell me a little bit about yourself and what's got you where you are today.
Thank you so much, Ben. I'm really happy to be here with you. And I love all your interviews, I have to say. So a little bit about me. I don't want to mention my name, my age, but I'm very happy now that I've gotten out of the race of being climbing the ladder in the corporate business. So, but it was a change to go over the network marketing industry, but I've grown to really love it. I don't have any children in this lifetime, but I'm happy and I'm traveling and I'm doing the things I love. So my life looks very different now than it did 4.5 years ago.
Well, that's amazing, Tony. One of the things that I wanted to ask you were talking that you wanted to mention to the people about 5 things that you wanted to talk about in the multi level marketing arena. What exactly did you have in mind?
Well, first of all, I have to say that I really loved the BG Stevens interview last week, talking about why so many people fail in this industry, and also giving tips and advice to how you can have success. So if you haven't watched that one, I strongly recommend you to. So network marketing, is something that people have a lot of thoughts about. Very often it's ignorant because we don't really know it, like I didn't. And I was so negative and didn't want to listen to it at all. So it requires some kind of education in it and really the understanding that it's not a pyramid scheme or anything like that. And network marketing is changing so fast and so rapidly, and also even incorporating affiliate marketing and social selling in it. And but it's not going anywhere. It's just need to modernize it a little bit. And I, for one, is very excited about the future of this industry that I've come to love so much. And there are a few things I really wished I knew about network marketing before I entered. I actually have 10 things to this list, but today I will cover 5 of them. Maybe I'm lucky enough to be invited back at some point to cover the others. So first of all, it works. Getting started in any business can be challenging. It doesn't matter if you're opening a restaurant, a store, launching a network marketing career. The fact is that there's one question that is probably nagging you the most. Will this work? When I first started 4.5 years ago, I was a very hardworking event and restaurant manager, a busy job, seemingly endless list of problems to solve, and a health that was really declining. So no time freedom and in a huge need for a change. And I did not need another headache. I could not afford to waste my time. So what I was really asking myself was, could this work for me? Well, I want to give you some cold, hard facts. The network marketing industry turns over in excess of 189 billion. Yeah, that's billion with a B, every single year. And there are currently 166 million people actively engaged in the industry in over 100 countries around the world. Of these distributors, the average income for a full-time associate is $99,975 US, while the median income in America is 31,133. So approximately 800 billion was paid out in commission over the last 10 years. And it's estimated that at least 20% of the world's millionaires comes from network marketing industry. So yeah, I guess it's working. Whatever opinion, fear, or hesitation I might have had, the fact told me that this kind of business model works. I really wished I know that from the start, so I spent less time being scared and more time being excited. The number two thing I think is important is to know that this is business. It's not a job. It's very hard to cook a cake whilst following the recipe for a pizza, right? So, but it's true. You know, likewise, business building has principles, and business building have a particular mindset. If you come in with the right expectations, you will sail through. I am not saying it will be easy, but you will have the confidence in what you're doing, or you can expect if you do that, you can expect the results to flow. But the person, on the other hand, who comes into network marketing with E-quadrant thinking or employee mentality will find themselves frequently frustrated and wrestling with results. Even though you work in an incredible company and are most likely to surround yourself with incredible field leaders, it's important to understand that this is your business. It's not your upline's business. It's not your company's founder's business. It's true business, and attitude makes all the difference to the key areas of how you perform. It's attitude, expectation, and the results. So that's just two of them. And number three, I found, in the beginning, because there are so much people are thinking, not always positive about this industry. So, you don't have to prospect your family and friends. It's right. You heard it right. You don't have to prospect your friends and family to be successful in this industry. But my question is, why wouldn't you? Imagine you just open a new restaurant or a new hair salon, or you own health spa. You're super proud of it. You're proud of your products or service. Wouldn't the first people you invite to your new business be your friends and family? Similar, if you find a good deal or you stumble across an amazing tip to save or to make money, wouldn't your family and friends be the first people you would tell about it? So why is it then when we jump into network marketing, we suddenly become secret agents? It doesn't make any sense unless, of course, maybe you're not really sure that what you are onto is something great. So like I said, the first thing I wish I knew before I got started, it works. If you knew with certainty and conviction that what you hold in your hands is the key to your financial freedom, would you really have any issues bringing some of your closest people with you? Of course not. And so that's the reason why believe changes everything. Believe takes away the fear, it takes away the barriers and the hesitation, and believe makes stop acting like you need anyone and make you remember that others actually need you. I found that very, very good to finally wrap my mind around. And the number 4 is that objections are not a dead end. It's a doorway. I hated the objections in the beginning. And also, the imagination we as human beings have is an incredible thing. Often the thing in life that scare us are not the thing itself, right? But your perception of the thing. And this is exactly what happens to us when it comes to objections. If we think about it, when we feel afraid to prospect the person, the issue is not that we are afraid to make the contact. What we really worry about is having to face objections, and beyond that, the potential of rejection, right? And if you think about it, our fear is absolutely irrational, because if we don't talk to someone, the answer is an automatic no anyway. So instead of being rejected, we reject ourselves. We ensure that the worst possible outcome is certainty. And our fear can be reduced when we challenge our perception. Is an objection really such a bad thing? And what is an objection anyway? I would say that an objection is not a barrier. It's simply information telling you what questions you need to answer next. And objection is not a stop sign. It's an arrow pointing you towards your prospects or the people you talk to, what they need, towards what they need. So you need to listen to people. And an objection is really not a dead end. It's a doorway toward the next step. So, but it's you know, you need to really grasp that you don't be afraid of getting no. It's just a sign that you need to listen more. And the last one I wanted to touch into is the one that I struggle most with, because I was a leader in the corporate world. And, you know, you don't have to stress about leading thousands. Learn to lead yourself. So one of the questions I asked myself when I first started in network marketing was, will anyone follow me? I mean, why would anybody follow me? Was I somebody worth following? I certainly didn't feel like I was. I was sick. I was tired. I was uncertain. You know, I was scared. And asking people to follow me felt like a really big ask. And I more or less felt like an imposter. But being someone people want to follow isn't about where you are today. It's about having clarity of where you're going tomorrow. And people follow momentum. Over the centuries, people have rallied around visionaries who knew where they were going, right? And wars even have been won this way. Company has been formed this way. So the entire world has shaped in a way this way. And this is also how you can shape your world. Contrary to what I first thought when I entered this industry, I don't have to become an expert in leading thousands. I just need to become an expert at leading myself. That is the real key. And people who lack direction will lack followers. How can we motivate if we aren't motivated? And how can we inspire if we are not inspired? And how can we lead if we're not driven? So it truly comes down to this. We must become the people that we are trying to find. We are in the people business, you know, we're moving people, we're not moving products. That's my opinion.
That's awesome. You know, that you touched on some really, really super important things. You know, excuse me, you know, so many people, you know, that they do try to recruit their friends and family and stuff, and they wind up with zero results for the fact that they're not taking the time to learn the business first and to have that mindset that you talked about, being able to do it and being able to change lives. You know, it's the same as the fact that, you know, we talked a little bit about a pyramid scheme, and you know, I look at a lot of corporations and places where people even actually work today, where you have your CEO at the top, of course, and then you have your vice president and your senior vice president, and then you have your managers, and then you got your supervisors, and then you got everybody else down below. So it is a false way of looking at stuff when people are telling each other about pyramid schemes. And, oh, hey, I know there are pyramid schemes out there, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But a lot of MLM things are not pyramid schemes. I've been involved in a couple of them myself. And one of the ones that I've been doing lately, well, I haven't really been doing it, but I've been doing the cards with that you're pregnant with as well, are these cards that I send people. And they're an MLM company, but it's one of the best ways to communicate and follow up with people. And what I want to say about that is, anybody that's watching this, if you would be interested in taking a look at a card, I'd be more than willing to send you out a card in kindness for just paying attention and staying with us this long in our interview, because Tony made some really super good points on objections and stuff and everything else that she spoke about. One of the things I really liked that she was talking about was, when you're baking a cake, don't use a recipe for a pizza, because it just won't work. You know?
Yeah, never will.
It never will work.
No.
Anyways, everybody, I'm going to really thank you all for coming by and listening to my good friend Tone from Norway, another awesome entrepreneur in the series of interviews. She's one of our last people we're going to be interviewing, and we're going to be changing the subject over to something else. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I look forward to having all these people on again at some point in time. And I really like the point that she pointed out about BJ and giving BJ a shout out. I'm sure that BJ would appreciate that. If she watches this, BJ, I think you should connect with her and talk a little bit more further on that subject. Anyways, everybody, just going to turn it back over to Tone for a few moments and let her say her goodbyes. Tone, take her away.
It was so nice to be part of this, Ben, and I really appreciate everything you give to your followers. And I really love your cards. I think they're beautiful. I just want to finish up with, just mention that we should be focused on and committed to being convicted ourselves. We need to have belief about what we're doing is good and helping others, not trying to convincing other people that what we have is the best. So we are in the business of moving people, not moving product. And it's just being present, not being able to present. It's a big difference. So I want to say thank you so much for letting me speak my passion.
Awesome, Tone. I really appreciate having you on today as well. And I just want to say you have a very lovely country. I've been looking at some things about Norway and stuff, and
looks like Norway. Picture there.
that was my intent. I wanted to kind of make you feel a little bit at home. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it's a picture that I had in my pictures from a long time ago. I'm not sure where it came from, but I'm glad that you're not part of the NFL club, which also means the No Friends Left club. And so many people get into that and they lose their direction and think they can't do it. And they become part of the shiny object syndrome and just continue on with another product or another company and have to start all over after what we talk about so many times is planting those seeds. So if you start planting seeds, you must tend to those plants and tend to them until they come to fruition. And so it's just so important. But anyways, I'm going to let it all be at that today, everybody. Have a great day, and I shall talk to you on Thursday.
Bye.